Scientific notation is a number between 1 and 10 times a power of 10. So it's kind of a shortcut way for writing really big numbers when we don't want to have to write out all the zeros. Now if they don't have zeros in them, it's not super helpful. So the first thing you need to do is put your decimal in to give you a number between 1 and 10. So in the problem 1 it would become 2.5. 25 is not between 1 and 10, 250 isn't, so that's the only place you can put it. Second part is times 10 to some power. You say, here's where I put it, how many do I have to move it back? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it'd be to the 7th power. So 2.5 times 10 to the 7th would be scientific notation. Here you want to give yourself a number between 1 and 10, it would be 4.3 times 10 to the, if you put it here, you're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4. That time it was to the left, so it is negative 4. Another clue, if it's a small number, it's going to be a negative exponent. If it's a big number, it's going to be positive. We can only leave off zeros that are at the end, so we can't leave off these two middle ones, so it could be 3.0097 times 10 to the, if we put it here, how many you got to move it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would be times 10 to the 8th. Here it'd go after the 2 times 10 to the, and you got to move it 1, 2, 3 places to the left, so it's negative 3. So that's scientific notation, number between 1 and 10 times a power of 10. Now we're going to go the reverse, write it in standard form. Well, the exponent tells you what to do. It says move the decimal 5 places, or this is a shortcut way to do it. So I'm just going to don't put the decimal there, move it 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there would be, and put your comma in. Here we need to move it 4 places to the left, so don't put the decimal in, and moving it in front of the 7 would be 1. So 2, 3, 4, and there's your answer. Now to do this, we're going to use the idea of multiplying powers of the same base. So we're going to multiply the numbers as usual. You can use your calculator for that if you need to. You get 14.5 times 10 to the, and we have a negative 8 on the base here, or the exponent on this base, and here we have a 2, so we add those, we get negative 6. Now I didn't have any directions, but let's write this in scientific notation. So is it in scientific notation right now? No, because it's not a number between 1 and 10. So I would need to put my decimal in. Remember, here's where I put it, so I have to move it 1 to the right. I add that 1 onto the negative 6, so it gives me 10 to the negative 5 power. Here I just divide these numbers as usual. Again, you can use your calculator. You're going to get 0.245 times 10 to the, subtract your exponents, you're going to get 4. It's not in scientific notation because it's not, 0.245 is not between 1 and 10. So you put your decimal point in there. Here's where it was. You need to move it 1 to the left, so that's going to be subtract 1 from your exponent, so it's going to be to the 3rd power. And sometimes the directions might say to actually write the answer also on these, but I just wrote this directions as scientific notation. So make sure you read and follow the directions that you're given.